What up,
What's
though, peeps?
what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's such a fun time we had last week, so we decided we're gonna do it again, man.
Yes,
Got your boy
sir.
Big Slap right here, man. Fear Our Films boss.
Hey,
Then we got
Chris
my man
Carthern, Shots by
Shots by
Shinobi
Shinobi.
Productions. Let's
Yeah,
go.
yep. My man got a lot of momentum kicking up in these streets, man. Doing it big, man. Young Tone probably gonna hop up in this thing too. Tone the Goat. So we'll see if he makes his appearance in this thing. Fashionably late, but that's how he is sometimes. But anyways, man, Chris, I was thinking about something, man. I had a little random thought earlier this week, and I want to get your take on this. We're both very passionate about our horrors. We both
Yes,
like horror
sir.
films. We both like horror entertainment and things of that nature. What was the fact? What was your driving factor that kind of gave you that passion for horror?
Ooh, it's a good question. Man, it's just movies. Like it's like when you get scared, you know what I'm saying?
It's adrenaline rush.
Hold on. We got told to go. Stepping in this
He's
heat.
stepping in this thing, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna present to you Tone the Goat.
Tone
There
the
he
goat.
is.
What?
What it is, man. Look at
Like we
that good
literally
looking
just
guy right
started
there.
recording.
I'm here wrapping up this last game. I'm on this video game. I'm like,
Oh man, yo,
Hey,
I
hey,
he in there
really,
on
yo,
some
I
damn
he,
really,
NCAA,
he
man.
in there murking folks. Nah, he in there murking folks probably.
What you in
yeah.
there playing, man? You playing NBA or you playing
Oh,
football?
I got shots on me. I'm playing PUBG.
See, I
Oh,
told you, he
okay,
in there murking
okay,
folks, man.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I'm here on the shooting game like Call of Duty.
Man, I just turned off Call of Duty before I got on this.
Look.
I can see him from there. Oh, I see him. I see him. Yeah, I'm excited to talk about this, man.
Sure, yeah, but you hold on, but since you're on that right now, like when you gonna do the video game tournament?
I'm planning on doing one like Memorial Day weekend. That's what I was trying to plan it for.
All right.
Yeah, I was trying to plan it for Memorial Day weekend. I was trying to, I got some game trucks. They got out, they got like 24
Oh shit!
screens on one truck. So I'm trying to team, well, I'm
What?
teaming with them, but I was just trying to find the perfect day.
Hey, okay.
Shit, I need to look into one of them.
Shoot, I'm gonna say this right now. It's cool. Damn, I wish I'd have known this. Because what I was about to say is with Dragon Con coming up, you could have just had popped up some stuff downtown Atlanta. If they on trucks,
Hey,
bro.
what day
Bro,
is
that's
that?
a good idea.
Bro, that I'm telling
That's
you
a real good
right
That'd
idea.
now,
be perfect.
bro. That would
So
yo,
that'd have been perfect, cuz
Bro,
what?
that's a good idea.
like
Holy shit.
And that's the
Yeah.
game.
yo,
That's the game.
yo.
Man, yeah, that's wild, man.
I had it bracket style too, where I had it, man, like
Honestly, hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out.
crazy,
You know we throwing a party.
right?
If we can have a tournament coincide with the party, like you can park right outside the club and
Right
niggas
out.
can be, hey,
Have a little tournament cracking at the
have a
same
tournament
time.
and the party at the same time. Same
That
damn
at the
time.
same damn time.
Hey, if we can make it what Kobe say, man, we can have the game truck parked out there, man. We can make it happen.
Hey, all
Yeah,
right. Let's
yeah.
let's let's
Like
let's
we're gonna
look
have the
into
game
that.
truck. We're
Let's
gonna have
look
the
into that.
exotic whips. We're gonna have everything parked out front.
Let's
Man, that'd
look
be
into that.
crazy.
That ain't nobody that done that before.
Hey,
Yo.
That'd be
the
crazy.
game truck and the exotic.
Hey,
I'm parking the Corvette right there in the front, Jack.
straight
Right
up.
there in the front. Ain't waiting in no lines. Like, hey, park it in, going right in that thing.
Straight up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
20 left,
Shoot.
y'all. 20 left. You know, I'm with it though. I'm
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Hey,
it.
yeah.
nah,
Word up.
that'll hey. Woo, I'm telling you, because we already trying to get sponsors for the party now. That's what we doing right now. We get offer, you know what I'm saying, some winnings.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? This yay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shoot.
Tone, I asked Chris, man, before you hopped on, man, what did he get his horror passion from? You know what I mean? And I'm definitely gonna
Look,
ask you too, because
Okay.
I
All
know
right.
I'm
you're
a,
a fan of horrors too.
I'm gonna let you. All right, this is my answer though. This is like,
Tell me your answer. I'm gonna tell you mine, and we get Tone.
look. So growing up, you know what I'm saying? We watched a lot of cartoons, all this stuff, right?
Yeah,
But horror always had a special place, and it was just like, it wasn't even like all the big horrors, right?
yeah,
Like whenever I come to Valdosta, what we doing? we renting horror movies.
Renting horror movies. Yep.
I'm talking about we kids.
Movies.
We kids. We renting horror movies.
Yep.
I don't care if we scared or not, right? Or we going to haunted houses and all these sort of things like that.
Yep.
Probably well before we should have. You know what I'm saying? We were young. But me and Tone, pretty much almost every weekend, we were at Blockbuster. We had Blockbuster checking out like the campy horrors, like not even just the big horror, the Freddy Kruegers. Yeah, I got put on those early by like my other cousin Kevin.
We talking about people under the stairs,
but I'm talking about the people on the stairs.
Dr. Giggles.
I saw that for the first time. At like a sleepover in 3rd grade. The people under the stairs.
Yeah.
Shout out to my homie Lloyd. Like, yo, I was like, yo, this is great. And then me and Tone rented Dr. Giggles from Blockbuster.
Yeah, I remember y'all talking about that back in the day.
Dr. Giggles.
We rented that.
Yeah.
Ooh, we took it back.
Yo, like for real. I ain't gonna never forget that. I can never forget that. Like, and
so much.
I recognize that actor too, because he was in Darkman. He was in Darkman. I don't know if you remember. But like, yo, just the love, and then like playing games like Resident Evil. I consider that like horror back then because I'm playing it at night. Shit jumping out at you. Yo, I just remember like all the lights being off and like me jumping at the screen. Yo, like it's just stuff like that. Like I always it makes you feel that you're alive when you get that like what I'm saying,
that adrenaline rush,
that adrenaline rushing and everything.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you mine. I'm gonna tell you where I got my passion for horror. This gonna throw you off right here, fellas. Y'all brace yourself.
10 left.
What scared me in horror, what it gave me my passion for it was when I first saw the Michael Jackson Thriller video. When I first saw Michael Jackson Thriller, I was like, man, this shit right here is creepy. Because we used to see Michael, Michael, you know what I mean? Mike, it's Mike. But then when he did that, put that joint together with the zombies and stuff, and I was a fan of the old school zombie movie. Actually, it's one of my favorite films, Night of the Living Dead. But when I seen Mike do that, man, in that Thriller video, I was like, man, this is it right here. This is fire. And then when we got a little bit older, we still kids, we hit that haunted house down in Panama City. And I was like, man, not only was that shit terrifying for kids, but I was like, this is it right here.
That was it.
I like this feeling right here. I like being scared.
Hey,
that was mine.
Hey, that's when I realized we were crazy though, because it was like we sprinted out.
Yeah,
sprinted out, and then we was like, "You want to do it again?
Let's do it again." I still see that they still got that house up there.
Sprinting out where?
So this was the first time we did a haunted house. It was in Panama City. When we was
With me, you ain't said.
And bro, we sprinted out of there.
It was out there at the the arcade and the thing. Like
they had the back cage out there. I couldn't hit the baseball.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Swinging hard as it.
Yeah, swinging hard. All air. Hitting home runs with the air.
So I tell you where mine came from, man. It's crazy. And Chris, you should know. You know what I'm saying? You should know too, but Chris, you know a little better. But man, mine come from Unsent. I never forget she was taking us to horror movies. I remember, I think I was probably like 3 or 4 when she took us to our first one, which makes it like you was probably 7 or 8, Chris. But I was damn. I remember crying leaving up out of one on, but it was right there for ONET at the movie, right there for ONET.
Yo,
man, she used to take us faithfully, like, cause my mom, she went into that, you know what I'm saying, scary movie, nothing like that. But Cynthia, she was into it. She used to take us, and that's when I grew my love for it. Like, what?
Yeah, man.
What?
Yeah, man. And that passion has led into Tone. You got a horror film you working on. Hell, I got one I'm working on. Chris, I know we got some shit we got cracking. You know, it's a very I'm very passionate about the horror genre, man. It's cool, man.
Facts. I think that's why I like The Boys, because it's not necessarily horror, but it's so gory.
Yeah, it's gory as hell. You put me on it, man. I started watching episodes of it, man. That is a very gory show.
Yeah, I think that's part of like why for me is like, I can, and it gave me a outlet where I could imitate gory things or gory scenes, and it's like giving me that, that. Let me look. I mean, bro, I got like their severed hands right there. Like,
yeah, look at that.
You know what I'm saying? That's Ghostface Freddy. And, you know what I'm saying? We sitting right here.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I got the horror.
We
stuff
passionate
right
about
here.
our collectibles, man. I had to show some love. Got Pennywise here. Oh, I got one of my favorites. This is my favorite out of all of them. Got to show the beautiful Elvira.
You know what I'm
Elvira
saying?
sitting right here by
Elvira.
get on this
Yeah, she
interview.
sit by the desk by me, give me some
Look,
motivation.
son saying I got Ghostface, you know what I'm saying, up
Yeah,
there.
yeah, there he is. Got the
Jason
claw.
Voorhees, I got Freddy up there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah, there
saying?
he
We
is.
serious. We serious.
Yeah, man. Can't play around with it, man. Can't we don't have to it.
Hey,
But yeah, man, it's very cool, man. And Chris, I feel like what you into the cosplay realm. Do you see a lot of cosplayers cosplaying any horror characters?
yeah, and
Or is
I
it more
nerd
so
out.
Marvel?
I geek out with that shit too. Cause people, I think some of my friends really didn't know how much I was into horror, you know what I'm saying? Like, and every time I see something, I'm like, oh yo, I gotta go highlight this first. It's like a Pennywise or like, and people know I cosplay Pennywise. Actually, I need to go release some of that stuff. I've done some horror characters. Literally, I hopped in the sewer. Like, bro, I hopped in the actual
Oh shit.
sewer.
Damn, you weren't playing
Like,
around with
I
it.
wasn't playing
That's
around.
wild.
Shit, that's some shit I wouldn't do.
You know what I'm saying,
It's
bro,
rats in there, like
bro.
Chris Tucker. It's rats.
Hey,
See that rat?
hey, shoot. And like, but like, no, I see people like Art the Clown. I be for real with them, like, yo, you killed this. Like, this is
Yeah,
crazy. All the blood carry. Like, I took
yeah,
a photo with a carry caught just covered in blood. And I was A-Train covered in blood. Like, yo, we gotta get a pic together.
yeah.
Like,
That's
this shit,
dope.
this
Yeah,
is
that's
wild.
dope. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's
it's
dope.
fun. Yo, last year Dragon Con, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is some scary shit. Like, if I see her again this year, I got a whole idea for like a skit. But yo, she had the TV, right? The
Mm-hmm.
ring, and it looks like a TV screen. And the motherfucker just comes out of it. I was just like,
Oh,
yo,
oh, that's dope,
yo,
man.
you see that creativity,
That's
people with
that's
that
that's dope,
creativity,
man. So they
and
they
you
put these people have booths set up when they doing that.
no, she was walking around with it, yo. And it's
Oh,
like
okay, okay.
it's like a cover on the back of it. And then like so you don't really see her, and all of a sudden she just like steps out there. You like
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, these folks do some pretty creative stuff in this
creative,
realm, man.
creative. And you know what I'm saying?
Dang.
I met the the Jason actor, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That was cool. He was like, I was like, yo, let's do a photo. Let's do an interesting photo. I was like, yo, I'm A-Train on the speedster, but you know what? I feel like I don't care how fast you are, no one outruns Jason. Let's just do this photo real quick. Like,
yeah.
and he was like, yo, I'm down for it.
That's wild, man. That's cool. That's cool as hell. Was he dressed up? Did he have the mask on?
Nah, he was just chilling,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but just talking about him, talking with him and stuff like that was
Okay.
kind of cool. And like just being like, yo, you don't know how long like I've been a fan of like that series. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all on Amazon Prime, so I'm about to start watching it again, man. They got Jason. What's that? Jason goes to New York or goes to Manhattan.
Jason Takes Manhattan or
Yeah,
something
Jason
like
takes
that.
Manhattan. So I'm about to check that one out. Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna never forget that one because he hit my man head off. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah, yeah,
boxer.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That one hit a quitter.
That one hit
Yeah,
a quitter.
man. Tell me about Tone. You was with Chris in LA. I hate I couldn't make it. I was in Seattle the week before. Tell me about the experience you guys had at the screening for the A-Train New Beginnings film.
Crazy experience, man.
You had a large part to do with this film too, by the way, folks. Tone did a lot of the music on there. He was in the film, doing what he do, doing what Tone do.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing what I do. I honestly feel like I just, what I'm saying, I was this was the first time that I was able to be my hard drive. I was able to be a role player on a film, which I love doing, but I haven't done it, and I won't do it for too many, you know what I'm saying, unless it just makes sense. But that's my cuz, so what I'm saying, automatic. But it was a lovely experience. Like, you say a major part, but honestly, I just did whatever was asked of me.
Yeah, yeah.
The red carpet experience was like, bruh, like none other. Like, just to
That's
see
what's
all
up,
the
man.
actors come out that's actually in the film, come out and to support it in LA. Everybody not being from there, everybody being excited about it, everybody coming out with the highest vibrations and the highest energy, hearing what they
Word
had
up.
about it, how they had a blast in playing their roles, and then just seeing, Cuz get his praise that was due. It was a magical moment. Like, I've done a lot of red carpets myself, and a lot of times, you have certain actors that just don't show because they have other obligations, or they may not take your project as
Yeah,
serious as
serious. Yeah.
but the stars was there, and that was dope. I'm glad I was there. You know what I'm saying? It was extremely over the top, man.
That's what's up, man. I saw the promo videos and the pictures, man. It looked like it was a good
I'm
time,
still
man.
waiting on a whole bunch of the professional photos to get back also. But like that was also the first time anybody heard superhero as well. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can speak about the response on that,
Like,
man.
so, and also that was just a magical in general, just because we recorded the video. We also just recorded the video that day.
That the one
Yeah.
y'all was shooting? Yeah, that's the one y'all
Yeah,
was shooting right out there.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like, yo, that, and it was, so we was already like up there about superhero, and then we got this red carpet, and I was like, yo, y'all, let's perform it. And yo, once they heard it, like, yo, that was a dope song, and like it's so, because also it's so different than all the other songs, and it's like it's got this soulful energy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? William Edgar Dickey like killing on the vocals, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it was just like, and talk like, so Tone did this song. This is what's crazy. So after we shot in LA, the scenes, Tone went home, and I was like, I saw this video. I was like, yo, what? I was like, cuz I gotta get on this song. He was like, I already left you open. Don't even worry about it. Like it was so cool that, like, just from like seeing what we were doing, he was like, oh no, I got something that can be a part of this, and just crafting his own, like, you know what I'm saying, crafting his own song, and just like energy towards what we were doing. And it was just great to see and hear, and how they pulled it off. I was like, yo, I gotta be on this.
Crazy. Crazy.
Man, it's wild, man. It's wild, man. You guys, man, I love the momentum. First of all, I want to give Tone his flowers. Tone, you inspired me several years ago, man, when I was watching you do videos. Actually, the video you truly inspired me at, I would say, besides No Cuffing, was the shoot you had me in with Lil Boosie. It was cold as hell that day, and you directed it. Because Tone, if for those who don't know, Tone is a solid director and film movie. He's directed a lot of music videos. He's a vet of Atlanta. He's been putting in work for years. Shawty Low, Lil Boosie. I mean, you name it, Tone's worked with him. So when I watched you create ideas and like turn them into music videos, it was always inspiring. And I was like, man, I like to write, but I was never like, I was more so like, I want to write a book. Well, when I was your last film, not the last one that was on Tubi, the one before, I was like, man, this shit, the one you, Water Boys is it, where you showed me at my mom's house. And I was like, that's when shit started starting to turn. And I was like, man, this cuz put this whole shit together. And I was like, how do I do something like that? But I was like, I'm gonna keep writing books. And then it just hit me. Chris was talking to me, and then I remember calling Chris on the phone. I was like, Chris, I got an idea. I'm finna put together a fucking horror animated film. And this is, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this. And Chris is like, okay. He tried to plan on doing this. And I was like, well, I need your advice on this, and I'm gonna talk to Tone and get his advice on this, and this. But I mean, I'm giving you your flowers, man. I appreciate you being an inspiration for the family, man, and showing it's other avenues that you could do, and that you can you truly awoken a passion I've always had. But I love to create, and it's cool to be able to do this, man. And my project comes out this Halloween. Tone, I need you to make sure you're free the first weekend of October, at least on Saturday, because I definitely want you at the screening. Oh, yeah. But yeah, man, it's a hell of an experience, man. And to continue to learn and watch you grow. You got another film you're working on. We watched your film down in Florida a couple months ago. I was sitting there watching your film on Tubi at the pool. Yeah. And then Chris came in and he showed me his pool. We watched the A-Train film while he was in the pool on the projector.
Yo.
So it was wild, man.
Nah, that weekend was funny because this is where I saw everything come together. He had already sent me the script or the story, and I was like, oh, you got to put it in script format, blah, blah, blah. So when I got down there, he had done this, right? So then he was like, and then we were watching
33 pages, Tone.
Yo, Tone. We were watching like my stuff, and then I'm like, all right, so what you trying to cast? All right, you need to cast, blah, blah, blah. You need to do this. Tone, when I tell you by the end of the weekend, he had the whole film casted. I was like, bro, what?
I seen him on IG talking about it.
Bro, I don't play around, man. When I do something, man, I'm a very driven.
Bro, I'm literally seeing him get. I'm like, I'm hearing him talking on the phone. I'm like, bro, who are you talking to? He's like, yeah, I'm talking to an actor right now. I'm like, we literally just had a conversation.
So, cuz, how did you go about with the cast? You had so many already on.
Put it out on Instagram, put it out on social media. But of course, you know, when you're doing something, nobody really knows what you got going on. Nobody really reaches out to you, man. People say stuff here and there. So what I did was, man, I hit it through Fiverr, man. I found voice actors, hit it through Fiverr, found voice actors, talked to them, sent them the script. And people, when I was sending them the script, people were like, "Hey, this is actually a really good script." And I was like, "Yeah, I put a lot of time into it." I wrote this film last year, the weekend after we got back from Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
I wrote it, and I created a brand called Sir Fear. So I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to. I'm going to change this shit to Fear Owl Films. And it's something I like, fear, and then I'm terrified of owls. So I was like, it was too that scared me.
Hey.
So Fear Owl, but yeah, man, I wrote the script, and I was like, how can I put this into a format? And I sent it to Chris, and he explained to me about the script, because I wrote this story as a book, intended to be a book. So it's just like a long, straight, just story.
Yeah.
And I was like, script format, huh? So I redid it in a script format. But anyways, man, it was, the whole thing got put together, man. I put this whole thing together. I had a casting. Funny story. I hired a casting director, and I hit him up after a week. We just got to Florida, and when people do stuff, I like to be like, "Hey, what you got? Give me an update." So he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm just preparing this and this and this." And I told him, "Hey, man, I don't think I need your services anymore." I said, "You wasting time. I could have had this thing casted in a week." And basically, I cut him loose, and I had the whole thing casted by the time we left Florida.
Dang.
This is crazy. Now I'm thinking about all of how Florida is a big part of this. Now I'm thinking about, because even when he's talking about we got back from Florida, so when we went to Halloween Horror Nights last year, right? And this is my first time going. I was like, we get to the gates, and I started having this vision in my head. I was like, cuz I could make a quick short movie just about us doing this shit right here on my phone. He was like, what? I was like, trust me, just trust me. I was like, let's do this shit. I'm gonna make it seem like, yeah, we here for Halloween Horror Nights, but this shit is actually real. Yeah. And he was like, what? I was like, trust me, this shit'll work. This shit'll work, cuz. And then I'm doing it. He's seeing me go through this whole thing. And then there was a couple, like the first time I was like, all right, cuz, I just need you to do this. And I was like, I had the perfect take too, because it was like, I was just making up shit. I was like, cuz this shit's real, nigga. You heard the spider sense. It's the nigga sense, man. My nigga sense is tingling. And then this nigga starts laughing. I was like, you can't laugh. You can't laugh.
Bro, hey, this motherfucker filmed this shit, man, and end up winning all kinds of awards. I was like, what? I was like,
let me tell you what happened afterwards though. Like then Universal hit me up, right? And I was like, yo, I'm trying to go back next year. I'm trying to do some content. And so they were like, okay, cool. What you know what I'm saying? I was like, I did this. And they was like, what festival we got to? And I sent it to him, and I was like, all right, but I want to go with some. Do you have a family you can bring? So I said, okay. We did this whole interview process where we had to do a video interview and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, we love everything. And I was just waiting. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna pay for all our expenses to come and do content for, Universal. And I'm just like, this shit's going down. And it's been like months now, but you know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for that. I'm still waiting for that call, Universal.
Still waiting for that call.
Waiting for that call.
It's all right. They're going to call next year after we're spanking with something we got coming up.
Everything is on his way. Everything is on his way.
Yeah.
Bro, he was laughing. I was like, you can't laugh. This is serious.
Yeah, man.
This is real life.
Yeah.
I can see cuz breaking character now.
Man, you know me, man. I just like to sit in the videos, just look cool, man. Try to look swole. Toe have me got.
Nah, cuz watch 5 years from now, you're gonna be a full blown on both sides. Direct.
Man, I'm so shy, man. I'm shy, bro. I'm shy, bro.
Actor, direct, and writer.
Here's the thing. You're a big dude. All you gotta do is put on a mask and look scary, like something. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So, because though you know the story behind R.I.P. Debo, Tiny Lester, but you do know the story behind him, right?
No, put me on game.
No, and I had never I don't think I ever met him in person. Chris might have got close to him, but story is they say he one of the nicest guys in the industry, and he had a high pitched voice in real life. All of that was an act Friday. Yeah, his name is Tiny Lester, though. I mean, like,
what are the chances of that shit?
His name is Tiny growing up. Like
his mom must have been 6'2", and his dad must have been Shaq size.
I don't know, but I mean,
Tiny.
He played a little bit of football, but they say he was one of the most gentle, caring.
I mean,
nice
he was a wrestler, so he could act like, you know what I'm saying? He was
he could turn on. Yeah.
That's where he started. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. I man, look, you first off, you are a tough guy, no matter how nice you are. But man, you could pull that tough guy role. You could pull it on The Rock, whatever he could pull out, Vin Diesel, whatever he could pull out, man. You work on your acting, you pull out all that kind of stuff. Then you get to the horror. LL Cool J did all of that. I know you could pull out LL roles.
Yeah.
I know that all day.
Man.
LL did it. Hey, what did LL not do, cuz?
Yeah, that's true.
Facts.
That's
What?
true. Yeah, he played in
Facts.
the Halloween movie and everything. Deep Blue Sea.
Halloween, Deep
Deep
Blue
Blue
Sea, like
Sea.
Yeah.
LL did it, man,
Yeah,
and did
yeah.
it well.
Yeah.
Like,
See, that's why I like talking to Tone, man. Tone know how to inspire a motherfucker, man. Like I just like to kind of be behind the scenes, the cameras. It's funny you say that. When we were leaving the spot in Vegas this year, I had the leather on with the leather Kango and
oh,
the jewels, the bust down on, and we walked out. Me and XL walked out, and these dudes like, man, they go LL Cool J.
LL.
They are following us around the casino, and they go LL, and they say, oh, that's in security. They said Dave is in security.
For real, man.
Like, man, this
And
is wild.
I bet you people like at heart, people like Ice Cube, shy. I bet you
Yeah,
at heart,
yeah.
people like they just, you know what I'm saying? They
This is
just,
what I tell people. Yeah.
I bet you, man. I
There's
bet
so many people, actors, especially stuff like that. You meet them, they like really, really shy. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They
yeah.
don't like public speaking and all this
Yeah,
other
yeah.
stuff. Like,
Yeah, like Chris, I watched Chris get on stage, and even you, Tone. Man, if I had to get on stage and like when you were rocking the mic at your last show, Chris, I would have been up there, goddamn, about to piss my damn pants, man. I would have had to be so drunk or something to get on there.
bruh, nah, like,
I wouldn't have been able to do it, man.
it's one of those things though. I was so you be so excited. Like if you wanted it, you so excited, you don't need like you feel like you about to explode almost. Like, and
Yeah,
then like starting what I started with, this is why I started with the Move It song, because it's a known song. Once the
yeah.
crowd already get into it, it's just like, oh,
Going to
you
you.
just like you going for the ride at that point.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I
man.
feel like
That's cool, man.
I feel like, man, first I feel like Chris got training from just public speaking, just from being having to be on stages, from having good grades, having to be on stages,
Yeah.
certain maybe even being class president. I don't know if you've been that, probably
Yeah.
have, just having to speak in them moments. And then I feel like vicariously by him being my role manager, doing all of my
Yeah.
early training, he got
Oh,
all
yeah, yeah.
just from
Yeah.
being there as well. Like he was right
Yeah, I
there
saw
doing
all
all
that.
that. So,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
using the
saying? Like,
mix. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Using the mix.
all of that was being preached and taught to me. He was right there when it was being
Yeah.
preached and taught. So if
Yeah.
you a sponge, you getting
Soak it
all
all in. Yeah,
yeah.
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 Yeah, I like, man, but maybe it'd be something I'd get into in the future, man. The right opportunity present itself. But yeah, man, like, yeah. So when it comes to standing in front of that camera, man, I get all fuck. You guys, Chris, man, when Chris was recording that stuff in Florida, man, I was all like, I was all,
Right.
I was all like
Like,
freaking clamming
hey,
up.
I'm
I
gonna
was
lie to
clammed
you.
up like a
So
motherfucker.
there are a couple of scenes I just made darker just because they couldn't see his face. I was like, I just gotta make this a little dark. Like,
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think it's gonna take that
it's,
one film where you get all the right praise from the women women
yeah,
audience. You
gonna
gonna
be in
know
there.
like, okay, all right,
Okay, I'm in this thing now.
I'm working with something now. I'm working with something now.
Yeah, yeah, working with something now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to be the next Jonathan Majors round this bit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny, man. I get out there on them jiu-jitsu matches because I compete a lot, and I don't feel nervous at all, man. I just go into my zone. And some people are like, man, I'm nervous as hell, man. I'm nervous. I'm like, man, I just go out there and just scrap. Yeah, let's just go scrap.
but again, you also been like you've been training. Like, imagine
yeah,
like you've been training, so you trust, you know what I'm saying, your
trust my
training.
skills.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
that's
any
true.
other thing. Like,
That's
if you've
true.
been training to like perform, like you gotta think, before I did the DreamCon thing, I've been doing open mics here. I did, a few open mics. So I don't in front of people that I don't know at all, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
just like I've just been kind of building like a practice with that, you know what I'm saying?
Word up, man. Word up. Yeah, man. First of all, something I have coming up, I want to mention. Shout out to Tone too. Tone's going to be one of the main characters in my next animated horror film. So we got Tone and Mr. Organic going to be side by side, homeboys in this project, and this is going to be very, very interesting. And I have somebody else. I'm going to be making an announcement that I just got locked into another big time content creator. She is going to be joining this project too. Tone, have you ever done any voice animation work, or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. I had I've done a ton of things, but I had a cartoon that I created when I had Penelope when she first came in. It was called Singing Penguin, and
Man,
I
you
did
should
a.
have kept
I remember
that
that.
up.
You
You
should
should
have
have
kept
kept.
that.
Hey,
I remember.
you should
I
have.
was
Hey,
wondering when you gonna bring that up.
for
Yeah,
real.
Man,
yeah,
look,
yeah.
my kids, believe it or not, they pressuring me like, why we ain't got more episodes of this? We could
Nah, for
do it
real.
now. We could do some character
For real,
and
cuz.
everything. I'm like,
Word
okay,
up.
bet.
Word
We
up.
got it. We gonna do it now. You know what I'm saying?
Trust
So
me.
yeah. I'm actually looking to link with Bob on that. You know what I'm saying? We about to
Oh yeah, Bob, because I was just with Bob. He was on stage with me. Bob was like, "Yeah, Tone hit me up." I was like, "Oh shoot, okay, cool,
I'm
cool."
looking
Yeah, man. Yeah. And not only Tone gonna be in this next project, but I got Shots by Shinobi, Chris Carter are gonna make an appearance in this joint too. It's gonna be
Hey,
like an old school Wayne's Brothers type
hey,
collab, man. You know, from the playground to from the college park basement to playing baseball to goddamn putting films together, man. It's gonna be big, man. And I just want to thank y'all boys for trusting me, man, seeing the vision and being a part
hey.
of something, man.
I'm
You know,
41 11.
yeah,
41
yeah. Show you
11.
right. Show you right. Show you right. That's it. That's it, man. But
That's
everybody, I love seeing all y'all, man, just move, man, and continue to put out amazing content and pursue the ultimate goal, man. And I like to say, sometimes once upon a time, I used to always want to chase the money, but I think now the older I get, man, I want to chase the freedom.
Yeah,
Freedom to me is much more lucrative than any amount of money, man. Having your own, controlling your own destiny.
Yeah.
You know, when you wake up in the morning, you do what you want to do. If you want to go travel, hop in a plane and travel. With freedom comes the finances. So, you know what I mean? That's what we're all chasing.
That's
yes,
right,
sir.
man.
And not only that, respect also. You know, we all do this shit because we want to be respected in our craft. Tone, you know, you've been in this film game for a minute, man. You know, you're doing this. You're able to do the things I feel that you're able to do because of the respect you've earned. I ain't gonna say you got. I'm gonna say earned, because truly, this shit has not happened overnight for you. Tone had the opportunity to go play sports, college sports, and all type shit, man. Tone was a very talented baseball player, very talented artist, and his life could have been totally different, but he's pursuing something. He's pursuing a dream, and I respect that about you, man.
Appreciate it, cuz. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
word up, man. Word up, man. You continue you make us proud, bro, and
Hey,
keep
man.
doing what you do, man.
Believe it or not, man, it's been a lovely journey, and believe it or not, this is just the beginning. That's what's crazy about life. This is just the beginning, man. All of that was just practice and training, and you know what I'm saying, getting the seasoning that I needed to be able to attack the things that I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, go after.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
I appreciate the flowers, every bit of it, cuz every bit of it, man.
Word up, man. Chris, you doing your thing too, Chris, man. So you just keep. Chris put me on so much shit, man. I was out there in Seattle, man. Seattle's just a creative city. Just a
Yeah,
city for creators. You couldn't have picked a better city to move to, Chris.
So
man, it's
explain,
been a
break
vibe,
it down, yeah, break it down, Chris, if you could, in a nutshell. What the Seattle has to offer that's unique about itself.
Oh
And
my God.
bro. It
Oh,
was just like
oh,
from the beginning. It's
oh.
just been like it's like I was tapped in. It's like I didn't know anybody in that space in that realm other than Chong, right? And then, but it's like as soon as I got here, I went to this Black creator thing. Boom, I meet up with
how
these
did you find
artists.
out about that, John?
Instagram. Like I saw it on Instagram, and it was like at this art studio or creative studio, just like collab space. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go see what this is about. Boom, met this dude who's like my ace now. Like, yo, literally, I'm legit.
Hold on, how long was you in Seattle when you went to that event?
Like 2-3 weeks,
Like,
like 2-3 weeks, bro.
now you still cool with now you got cool with that fast in
Like,
Seattle.
bro, we went snowboarding like 2 weeks after I met him. And then he was like, I snowboard. I was like, what? Oh, let's go. Then he's like, I got this art show coming up. And I was like, shoot, I'm there. And then I put in contact with India. You know, India does art. We gonna
Yeah.
have a whole art thing in Atlanta now. India working on with him.
Oh
So
yeah.
like
Yeah.
it just merging the
Yeah,
coast. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And also it's like it's basically a Bay Area vibe here. Seattle is literally just like the Bay Area.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people, if you realize that like the music artists sound like I was listening, I was like, there's like, oh, he's from Seattle. I was like, that dude ain't from the Bay Area.
Oakland. Yeah.
Like they were like,
Okay.
nah, they got like a real similar. So a lot of people move from the Bay Area to come here because it has the same type of feel.
Yeah, one cat was performing when we was at one of the shows. He did sound like somebody from like Oakland
Yeah,
when he was
it's
performing.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a dope city, T. Like I'm going back in November, man. If you ain't got nothing cracking, you probably need to come too.
Out of it, man. I ain't never been to Seattle. I've been a lot of places. I ain't been. I
I
got
ain't
some.
either, but I will be going back. It is a nice city, man. It is nice. Like little simple stuff, man. Watching them toss fish and stuff, man. I was like, man, I seen this shit in movies.
They
Yeah,
toss.
Yeah, they tossing like big ass
yeah.
pieces of
It's
fish,
it's
man.
it's a
Across.
it's like a farmer's market. But they got it's right on the water. It's right on the water, so all the fish are like
And
fresh.
where they tossing the fish to?
They catching it.
People
Like,
buying them.
like catching the damn
Oh, when you buy
footballs.
one, you catch it.
Yeah, you buy one, they'll catch it. They
Yeah.
throw it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
Oh,
recorded them. I recorded on my phone doing it.
Oh shoot, we got to